Today, I'm going to be decorating a house for the Alto family using only items from the Sims 3 University Life. I used a random wheel to choose the expansion pack and also the family. I'm not a huge decorator, but I did want to try a little creative furnishing decor challenge. This is the Alto family bio. The Altos are new money. Their unscrupulous business practices have gotten them far in this town. Unofficially, they own most of the local shops, but how did their daughter become such a goody two-shoes? So the Alto family includes Nick, Vita, and Holly. They're obviously a family that lives a luxurious life. They live in a beautiful mansion with a pool. It is decorated very elegantly, so I'm not so sure that they will be impressed with what the University Life Pack has to offer, but we are going to do our best. I have brought the whole Alto family to Sims University. Went ahead and got them the most expensive house because I think that's what they would get since they're rich. There's a den upstairs in this house, and I think Holly, because she's artistic, would probably use this as like an art den. So that's what I'm thinking about turning that into for her. There are 3 bedrooms on the 2nd floor, and there's also a bedroom on the 1st floor and a bathroom in the kitchen. There's this back area, which was like the laundry room, and then there's this front area. There's a garage and a backyard space. We are setting it to where we can only use things from University Life. Now, if the expansion pack doesn't have something like, as we can see right here, we don't have any sinks that came with University Life, I can use something from the base game. I want to start off with their bedrooms. This is going to be Nick and Vita's bedroom right here. So let's start with a bed for them. These are our options for beds. I don't think Nick and Vita would like a bunk bed. Maybe we'll go with the Murphy bed. These are our 2 options for ceiling lights: a tripod ceiling lamp and a bolt ceiling lamp. This one looks brighter. I'll just go ahead and put one of these in each room. And what we can do to try to make the bed look a little bit more luxurious for Nick and Vita is we can change the fabrics, because this is the Sims 3 where you can do that. Thinking to give them a nice pattern that looks elegant. What looks elegant? Probably none of these. These all look like somebody's curtains or something. Ooh, a fur? Oh, I know Vita likes cheetah print, so yes. And then on the outside of the bed, it absolutely would not be plastic. I need to go with some nice looking wood. I think Vita would sleep on this. We have a couple of end tables that we could choose from. So there's this one. I don't think they would use either of these. They look a little bit too cheap for them. I'm gonna go with the all you can survey globe and end table. I think that is obviously, it's the most expensive one, so it looks the fanciest. And I'm gonna use the same type of wood from the bed to put it onto the nightstand table. So go ahead and do that. So our nightstand tables are done. What else would they have in their bedroom? A dresser, probably. Let's see what kind of dresser. Oh, this is our only option for a dresser. That's gonna go right there across from the bed. It's a set. It all came together. We'll use the wood from the bed for the dresser, and let's see how that looks. Ooh, I like it on the drawers with the outside different. Is it too matchy this way? Lighten it just a little so it's not so matchy. I'm just gonna go with all wood for the dresser. I think it's okay that it's matchy with the bed. Let's see if there's a chair. This one looks nice and it looks fancy like they would want. It's the Pondering Throne by Waiting Concepts chair. Maybe we could do a chair in this corner. Ooh, 2 chairs by the window. Even though it's blocking the bed, maybe we can turn the bed. I had to do a little bit of rearranging to get the bed to turn around and so I could fit these chairs in, but we kind of got them. Just gonna adjust the chairs just a little bit by the window. And I like how they look already. I think the color complements the room already. There's no plants, maybe something on the wall. This lady looks fancy. We could do 2 of these. Do they have different swatches of this? Oh, they do. This one. Are these movie posters? That looks fancy too, because it's a equestrian. It's a rich person sport, right? I want to make the frames match. Let's do that so they look a little more uniform in the room. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna decorate their bedroom is to see what rugs we have. We have this goats on a boat rug that looks very cheap and not like anything they would ever buy. We have this ghost stomper rug. I think I'm going to use this one. And then obviously we're just going to do create a style and change the coloring. Weave and wicker rug perhaps to go with this brown room. And then on the outside we could do nice beige color. Ooh, or even a dark brown here and then maybe a beige on the inside. Let's see how that looks. think I like that. And let's see if there's any lamps. Okay, so we have a couple of floor lamps. If only it could fit in the corner there. So maybe we'll just do a floor lamp here. Let's see what our options are. Oh no, not that one. And not this one either. Okay, so the one we had is probably the best looking floor lamp. And we'll just insert it in the corner there. There's a lot of patterns coming from the bed. So I think the floor lamp pattern needs to be a little bit more subtle, but the coloring is already spot on. So we'll go with that one. I want to change this outer color on the rug because I actually think, does it look a little too red or is it the lighting in the room? Bring it down some more. There we go. Now I think it looks brown. And then that makes me want to lighten up the chairs. I think that works. The chairs being a little bit lighter. There we go. That's going to be Nick and Vita's bedroom. Do you think it looks like a room that they would sleep in and that they would potentially decorate if this is all that they had? Let's move on to Holly's bedroom. I think would be the bedroom that's the furthest away from her parents. I'm going to put Holly in the downstairs bedroom. She's so different from her parents, but also her having a bedroom that's spatially away from theirs kind of represents their relationship in a way. In their original home, I think Holly's bedroom is far away from her parents' bedroom. So Holly, a difference with Holly is that she is like a little bit funky with her room. I notice a lot of different patterns and colors, so I definitely want to implement that here. Starting off with a light, we'll give Holly the different lights. We'll say she wanted these. I also think Holly would use this floor lamp, but it would be multicolored. I had one in my room like this when I was a kid, but each light was a different color. So that's what I want to do here for Holly. Oh, we can't. Okay, so we'll just choose a neon color. Let's start with something safe, pink. I want to make the light pole white, all white. Or, okay, it could be green, like almost like it's supposed to look like a flower petal. I think that matches something that Holly would do because she's kind of kooky and artsy. Now let's look at a bed for her. It's just her. So I think she could either go with this single bunk bed or this bed. I think I'm going to pick the single bunk bed for her and we can put it, I wish there wasn't so many windows in this bedroom. I'm just going to delete these windows here. The rules never said I couldn't delete windows. So we're going to change the coloring on Holly's bed. We're going to get a metal for the actual wood panels of the bed. Maybe. Let's see. No. Let's go to a wood. What are bunk beds made out of? They're wood sometimes, but the rest of her room is not wood, so it kind of looks weird. Maybe a plastic. Where's plastics? Plastics and rubber. We'll go with a neon pink bunk bed build. I think Holly, that's something that she would pick out for her actual bedding. Definitely need to pick a kooky, cool pattern. She also likes flowers, so let's see if we can find something with flowers. Oh, this is pretty. I definitely like this, and I like that it has green in it, so it matches her lamp. For her bed pillow, I don't know why they're always gray. It makes them look dirty to me, so I just want to whiten it some. For the next item in Holly's room, I want to see, obviously they have a desk. It's university life, but I want to see if the desk fits. It does. It fits under the bed. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna go with this desk for Holly because I feel like she likes to read and I think she would store some books here. I want to do maybe some white wood. See what that looks like. Oh yeah, I like that. Some white wood. The books on the desk, I think they would be colorful. So let's see if I can, oh, this is for the knobs. Okay, we'll do some just white metal knobs. Or would we say Holly would paint them and make them pink or green? Let's do green. I actually just checked really quick and saw Holly's favorite color is Irish green. I know this isn't Irish green, but I think we're barking up the right tree for what Holly would like. The next thing I want to get for Holly is a desk chair, which I'm surprised they don't have better desk chairs than this. Maybe it's, okay, miscellaneous. Okay, here we go. There's a nice little desk chair. Why don't we make the desk chair green as well? Maybe we can flash in the Irish green color that she likes. The rest of her chair can be white. I want to throw in some more colors to her rooms. We've just been doing a lot of pink and green, but her bedroom in the house was all different kinds of colors. We're going to throw in this weird looking rug and do some different colors on it. A purple, a yellow, a bright blue. Let's do some colors that's in her bed actually. Maybe this orange. Change this one to orange. This is another thing I love about decorating The Sims 3 is that you can drag a color from one thing and add it to another without changing the material. I like this rug for Holly's room. On her walls, I definitely think she would have a lot of decorations. Above her windows, let's do some little lanterns. We're gonna give Holly a bookshelf as well. Which bookshelf should we do? These bookshelves are huge. We'll do this one right here. And then I just want to make it the same wood colors as her desk. We'll go ahead and drag that over there. Maybe this lamp, maybe we need two of these, one on each side of her bed. I want to go back to the wall decor because I wasn't done with that. Do they have curtains? Oh, just these. These look weird. Barbershop curtains. We don't need those. Oh, let's do a mirror. And this is really cute and girly. Let's put the mirror on this side of her bedroom so that there's something over here and we can leave her lamp there. Holly definitely did good in school because she was a goody two-shoes. So we'll say these are her posters from Honor Society at school, a sign for her alma mater over here. I like these trophies that they have too. I think, yeah, let's stick the trophies on her desk. I wish we could get them at the upper part. So we'll do some books. Oh, you know what? No, let's give her a computer. Let's put the books like on the floor right here. I don't think Holly was neat. She seemed a little messy, so I think she definitely would have some books thrown on the floor. For this side of her room, I want to put some things on the wall as well. Maybe these. Is that like a hot firefighter? This is making me want to take her bunk bed away so we could decorate her walls better. I'm gonna swap her bed to this one, just move the whole style over. And look, it's still super cute. Now we just have to figure out where we're gonna put the bed. Let's move the desk for now out of the room. Let's move this rug, put her bed in the corner, put that above her bed. Hey, can we just put the desk back right here? We'll just get rid of the extra lamp and we will put the rug back right here under her chair. Maybe we'll put the desk on this side, move the mirror here, and then let's just give her a bedside table because I know they have a cute one. Yeah, this one. Just as it is, I think it goes with Holly's style here. We will put these books on the floor right here by her desk. Let's get her a little bedside lamp. Oh my goodness, is this supposed to be a duck phone from Jersey Shore? Let's give Holly this one. And then I really just want to give the lampshade a random pattern that doesn't match anything because I think that's what Holly would choose. Yep, something just like that. Definitely giving early 2000s girly bedroom. That's gonna be it for Holly's bedroom. It really looks like her, if you ask me. Pink and green, the funky colors and patterns and things that don't match is definitely giving Holly Alto. And it's even the complete opposite of her parents' bedroom, which is a lot more uniform to look a bit more expensive. Her room kind of looks cheap and all over the place. While we are downstairs in this house, we'll go ahead and furnish this laundry room back here. We only have these two options for laundry room. Go ahead and plug these things into the room to make them look a little more Alto-esque. Make them black and just try to make them look a little bit fancier. We need to put a light in this room so that we can actually see what we're doing. So let's put these ceiling lights in. I don't know why it's not showing, but it's black, so it's supposed to look a little more sleek and fancy. I also didn't think about ceiling lights, so I'm thinking upstairs in the parents' bedroom now. I mean, wall lights. We could use these. I definitely think these fit their style more. So let's put a couple of these wall lights in. I wish we had some flowers or something to decorate with. They were skimping out on the lamps in the University Life pack. But now we will put some lighting into the kitchen. So there's this mini fridge, which I think the Altos would get this one if they had to pick any, just because it looks the most expensive, because it just looks a little more sleek, kind of matches the washer and dryer back there. There's no counters, no sink. So let's go ahead and unlock the base game content. I'm gonna go with this one. I think we should do a dark kitchen. I do like the marble counters on top. I'm thinking maybe some marble modern counters like this, and then dark wood for the actual pantry. Oh, and the other thing that we need to get from the base game for the kitchen is a sink. So we'll use this sink, and it actually kind of matches the countertops. Let's move the mini fridge over here. I like the sink right by the window. I'm gonna move these. We also need a stove. There aren't any stoves that came with University Life, so we are gonna go ahead and grab one from the base game. This one works. I don't want the stove right next to the sink. Oh my gosh, this is so hideous. I don't know how they had this before. We'll just put some more counters over here, and yeah, just the bare minimums. We have two trash cans that came with University Life. Obviously they're not picking this one that has like stickers all over it, so we will go with this one, and we're just gonna stick it right over here. I did notice that vending machines came with University Life, so I'm thinking because they're rich, they probably would buy a vending machine. We'll move this last counter over here, and we'll just say the rich people got a vending machine in their kitchen. I see the stickers and stuff we can't really change, but we'll make it all gray and sleek to match the rest of the kitchen. Okay, let's do some dining room furniture right outside the kitchen. I'm not seeing anything for University Life, so let's go to base game and just get a little table. They would absolutely have the fanciest dining table that exists, so that's going to be this one, and we will set it in the middle of this room. There are chairs that came with University Life. Choose these chairs: high backs, low taxes. Do the chairs all around, and then for lighting in this room, some more of these wall lights. I think that works. We'll just have to change the colors on the wall lights, obviously. And then I'm thinking maybe they would have a nice painting right here in the middle. That one? No, definitely not that. What swatches do we have for this? Oh, look, there's some more maps to go with our global theme or whatever that is that we have in the house. You know what? And now I'm feeling like the colors in the kitchen don't match their aesthetic at all. I feel like their aesthetic is no, because they're new money. So they wouldn't have a vintage looking kitchen. They would have a modern looking kitchen. So no, I'm right. They're new money. We need to change these things. Starting with the table, let's give the table a dark wood, of course. And then the chairs, we're gonna make them black. So make the body of the chairs black. We'll do the sides maybe gray. The legs can be the same color as this wood. Finally found a color swatch I like for the chairs. So we're gonna do all the chairs like that. Gray, dark gray. Almost blends into the chair. There we go. Now we have to change all the chairs again. The table should probably be black too. Black table, come on. Yes, there we go. For the lights up here, we're going to make them black as well. And then this part can be white. The modern neutral look that everybody is so into these days. We'll do a different piece of artwork here. We'll go with this one. This will be there. Why can't it go in the middle? Come on. Can I do 2 of these then if it won't center? That looks weird. Okay, yes, 2 of those. That's going to be their kitchen and their dining room. Let's move on to their living room. For the sofas that we have available, obviously, again, we're going to do the most expensive one, legible luxury sofa. Try to keep on pace with the modern theme that's in the house. We're gonna do the dark colored sofa. Let's get some lighting in here so we can actually see. Do a couple of these lights. Ooh, I like the blue to change it up in this room, and it matches the walls. So we will do the sofa, I'm thinking turned this way. The only television option we have is this, which obviously they wouldn't choose if they had all the choices in the world, but that's all we got right now. So we're gonna try to make the stand look nice. We'll borrow this blue from the couch. We'll do like a darker blue. I don't think I like that actually. Okay, let's just do a white then, and maybe we can trim the couch with some white. Yes. Center it a little bit better, and let's get a rug in here. We'll do this one again, and we'll put it in front of the couch. For the rug, maybe we could find a nice pattern, something geometric. I actually like this. We just need to change the color. I want this color. Should it be white? Let's do it like that. Oh, okay. So we can add a stereo system too. We either have this option or this option. We'll go with this one, and we'll look for something to set it on. And then coffee table wise, I guess we'll have to use this. Is this a suitcase? We'll set that over here by the window, and we'll put the music thing on top of it. And let's try change the look of it. We'll just make it all white like that. We just maybe took this old suitcase and just paint it all over it, try to make it look like something modern. Let's look at the floor lamps. We could do this one again. We'll put one in this corner, maybe with a chair. I think this matches the couch. I want the lamp the same colors as the rug. We'll move this dark blue pattern over here to the lamp, change the rest, the pole to a nice white color. And then the chair, we are going to make the chair match the couch. And so just drag over the couch pattern to the chair. Should I do the chair like this so it kind of looks like it's with the couch? Maybe just do it that way. So for something else in the living room, I think I'm going to add this bookshelf here over back in this corner. And of course, we just need to change the coloring of it. So we will do maybe some white wood. I really cannot think of anything else that we could decorate the living room with. The only other thing I think we could do is maybe space things out differently so the room looks a little bit more full. So maybe we'll put the TV here instead, put the couch right here, put this over there, and maybe this chair here. Do 2 of these lamps. Let's see if we have any miscellaneous clutter that we could kind of stick on the table or in some other places. Here's a little statue. It says projecting strength. We'll get this one, set it on this table over here. Oh, and then we could put a painting on this wall. And then for a painting on this wall, we'll stick this here. We'll pretend this is Nick and Vita. This is Nick and Vita when they went to Lee Champs, Sims, whatever that town is called. That's supposed to be Paris. This is it for the living room. I think this is the best I can do. For the bathrooms, I know that there's nothing that comes with university life. So we are just going to, again, use base game. There's nothing really fancy in the base game for the bathrooms. This is the fanciest looking sink that we have. So we'll stick this one in the bathroom. We'll do the porcelain throne right there, just like that. Upstairs in Nick and Vita's bathroom, I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe I'll put a tub in their bathroom. Tub and a separate shower. That seems fancy enough. This clawed tub, it'll go right here. Porcelain throne over here. Nice sink right there. Going back to having our content filtered. I want to add a light to the bathroom, so we'll add this one to Holly's bathroom. In the parent bathroom, we'll add these buttercup wall lights. Well, actually, there's already a light in there. For the 2 extra bedrooms upstairs, I'm thinking one room could be for Nick and one room could be for Vita. Nick is a workaholic, so I think Nick would absolutely have an office. This room right here could be Nick's office, so we have to give him a nice professor desk and a nice desk chair. Since he is a businessman, we will also give him this workforce business planner, which I like, though it looks a whole lot better when it's actually open. I also think he would probably play around in his office, so I'm gonna give him a foosball table too. I feel like he would have his friends over for a drink and he'd bring them in there. It's kind of like his office slash man cave, and we will give him a desktop computer as well. And let's see if there's any little decorations that we can put on his desk. They have to have a pencil holder or something, right? It's university. I am not seeing one. He could also have a bookshelf. We'll go back into creative style and change everything. Give him a nice wood desk. I think he would have it darker than that. We'll make the chair match the colors in the desk. Also want to see, let's see how this looks on the bookshelf. Yeah, I think that goes together. So I just want to do a little bit of rearranging in his office. Move the bookshelf to this wall like that. Maybe we could put his desk in front of it that way. Foosball table on this side and his little briefcase thing. We'll get rid of it. Let's give him a rug. We'll say this is his alma mater. This is who he reps or whatever on the rug. He's a man, so maybe he's into sports and he wants to rep his sports team on the wall here in his office. Yeah, that's going to be Nick's little man cave. This room is going to be for Vita. Seems like she's into fashion with her fur coats and things like that. So this will be her glam room slash where she practices her politician speeches. We have the speaker's podium. We'll give her a whiteboard. Maybe this is where she plans things out that she's going to say in her speeches. This is where she practices. Maybe a little sofa in here where she sits and tries on her heels. Don't think she would use this mirror. There's too many pictures and stuff all over it, but since it's the only mirror that we got, we'll go ahead and throw this one in there. The bedroom, that's basically Vita style, the dark cheetah print and all of that. So we're going to make the mirror dark brown. For her little couch here, let's make it beige. And then I know these things are for sculptures technically, but let's pretend these are Vita's fancy perfumes. Also change this shelf to a dark brown. Oh, and I was looking for this earlier for Nick's office. I kind of want to stick it in here, but it kind of doesn't go. So we'll just stick it in the hallway right here. This is outside of his office anyway, so he's going to display his whatever he wants to display there. Back to Vita's room. Let's give her a little end table. So when she's sitting on her little couch doing whatever she does in here, she has a little table to stick her magazines and stuff like that. We'll make it match the mirror with its color scheme. Another thing that we could add in here is possibly a rug. Maybe not that big. Let's give her this one. Maybe we can make the rug cheetah print or something like this. Let's go with that. We can give her a lamp. For the base of the lamp, we will make it brown color, and for the lamp shade, let's try, oh, we can't get rid of that red. I didn't know we couldn't get rid of that red that's on there, so maybe never mind. Maybe no lamp. That is going to be Vita's room, Holly's art studio. So for this art studio, obviously we want to start off with some lights. We're going to get a couple of these, and then I want to give Holly an art easel, of course. University Life came with some nice art easels, so we will give her that one. Let's also give her on this side a street art kit, a sketchbook. We'll put a desk down for her to set the sketchbook on top of. We'll throw her a backpack up here. I saw lots of miscellaneous decor for an art room, so we have some used painting buckets right here, protesting signs. We can stick those over here by the window. Oh, and there's a makeup box. Going back down to Vita's room, let's stick the makeup box in there, because like I said, this is her room where she's supposed to get ready, get beautiful and stuff. She should have a makeup box in there. Back to Holly's art room. There's some clutter for the floor. We're going to give Holly an art desk. I want the art desk. Does this look messy? Yes. I want the art desk to look messy because I want it to be like she's really using it. And we'll set the sketchbook on her desk. We'll move the spray paint stuff over here by that. And then desk can go right here. We'll stick her backpack maybe over here because it's kind of like she just came in, threw her backpack down and got started right away. Let's put the painting clutter somewhere over here. I wish I could stick it right there. I turn on move objects so I can stick that right there. Put the paintbrushes on this side. I want to change the backpack because obviously that's not the kind of backpack she's gonna carry. Let's do a flowery, colorful backpack. We'll do it in her favorite color, green. There we go. That looks a lot more like a backpack that Holly would carry. We'll get her a chair for up here, but I honestly don't think she'll be doing much sitting down. Painting this and moving that, bending over. Also give her this trash can. Just stick it right over here. Let's get some things up on the wall. She might have a calendar, something like this, and maybe this sort of painting. We can put it on this wall over here, and we'll just say that's one of her completed paintings that she did. For the last part of the house I want to decorate for the Alto family, I want to do some things in the backyard. Put this bonfire thing outside because I do think they like to host and party and have people over. We'll also give them a juice keg. It may not be the fanciest bar you've ever seen, but it's something to drink. So we'll stick those two things outside for them. We'll give them a couple of lawn chairs. We'll do 3, one for each of them, but we're going to change the way that they look. We're going to say these are fancy lawn chairs. So we're going to have uniform colors and things like that. Go ahead and change them to white. Maybe do the whole chair white. It's kind of giving fancy lawn chair. That is going to be it for my one expansion pack only decorating challenge. Let me know how you guys think I did. I'm not a huge decorator, but I tried my best, especially with having limited materials. If you would like to see another video like this, please give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to this part, please comment down below and let me know which room was your favorite.